And we're live.
Are we actually live?
We actually are live. We're not actually live. We're live recording, but we're not live. Like, nobody can see us live. It's private. But, of course, we're talking about this. And everybody's watching, I guess, to you. Anyway, episode 16, really quick one. We just did one last week, wrap up of 2019, our top 5, which was a lot of fun. A little contentious, but you know what?
As it should be.
It doesn't matter. None of it matters. Isn't that right, TJ?
A reserved comment for later on.
Oh, wow. He has a speech written. I know it. I could tell.
I don't have a speech written. I have a picture already. And I'm posting it on our page.
So, yeah, that was a lot of fun. If you didn't see it, go back and check it out, and let us know in the comments like what your favorite figure of 2019 was. I think we came up with a pretty good list. I've seen some other lists, roughly matched ours, with the exception of a couple figures, which I think people are overlooking because everybody's just Star Wars, Marvel, Star Wars, Marvel, Star Wars, Marvel. But there you go. And a couple of them did have Thanos on them.
I was shocked to see our parent up here with the voting who won the 6th scale of that. That was crazy. I was shocked.
Yeah. There was some shocking things in the Exclu Collective voting. That was all open to the public. Let's see what Theoden won Best Fantasy. I remember that one. What else was there? I don't remember off the top of my head.
I know the non-6 scale stuff.
You stuck? What were the other winners, Tom? Do you remember?
Oh, sorry. I know that Hellboy won the 1/12th scale figure of the year. Oh, man, there's another one that was off the top of my head. Now, when I saw it, I was kind of shocked. I was shocked by a lot of the choices. I wasn't shocked by Hellboy. You know, John Wick taking home the 6th scale was a little bit of a surprise because he was one of the first ones we removed from our final list at the end.
I know. Well, I did see him on other people's lists too. You know, it's a great figure, but I mean, we had both he and Neo in there, and I just well, whatever. We watched the last one. We don't have to go through that again. Anyway, so let us jump into this. This is where we talk a shit ton about a lot of news that has been gathering since we're not on in December, and did our last show mainly about
Best of
our top 5 best of. So we really didn't get any news. We did, of course, as always, do the brews, but we did not do the news. So this week we're catching up and we're doing all the news. And if I could get that to give me there we go. This thing must be crazy. Okay, there we go. I'll go on the outside. There we go. Okay, beautiful. Episode 16, featuring a beautiful shot.
Is it me or is it really choppy?
Trevor's choppy for me as well.
Okay, I thought it was all of us.
It's just he cuts out every now and again.
Really?
Yeah. I'm glad it's not just me, actually, because I thought it was my connection.
Fascinating. My connection seems to be good. Is it okay now?
Yeah.
You seem fine now.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll just keep it. Let me just quit a couple things here. Talk amongst yourselves.
Okay.
Well, I mean, we could always start talking brews as well.
Yeah. Why don't we start talking brews? Tom, what do you got this week?
So when we were talking about casting this week, there was at the local Stone Tap Room right down the street, there was a new brew on tap that I wanted to go there last night to pick up. So I did, and I'm drinking that tonight, and it is the Winter Harvest. And it is I got to read the description because it's kind of crazy. It's a triple that is a Belgian-styled golden ale with Stone Farms Merlot grapes. And it's 27 months in the American and French oak Sonoma County Sauvignon Blanc and Chardonnay barrels.
Jesus Christ.
So,
that's far too fancy for me.
Dude, okay, but here's
the pretty highfalutin.
You got some cheese and crackers down there with that, some grapes?
It's 10.7%, so it's really, really heavy. But it tastes like wine beer, which is a very strange thing to combine. And I wish I could like somehow give you guys a little pour of this to try because there's really no way for me to possibly explain what it.
I had that. What is it? And gun. What is it? Innocent gun. The barrel aged whiskey barrel aged, and I think they had one that was a wine barrel aged one time, and it's probably what you're describing. It's a weird combination of wine undertaste and beer overtaste. It's very.
So the innocent guns, I know I can't myself do the bourbon barrel. I think it's a little
bourbon barrel. Yes,
but this one, because it's wine, but it has the carbonation and body of beer.
Oh, okay.
It's more like it's wine, but it has the consistency of beer. It's bizarre. It's so strange.
Very odd. Very, very odd. TJ, yours is a surprise, I hear, so I'm going to leave you to last. I am drinking a double white.
But okay.
You okay?
I'm just go.
From this is from Southampton Brewing in Southampton in the Hamptons. 6.6%. It's nice. It's it's got that coriander type taste to it, a little orangey, not too overly fruity, but it's nice. It's good. And I'll be backing that up with some Sweet Baby Jesus from last week.
Ooh, not the same one though.
Not the same one. No, I'm gonna crack open a fresh one. TJ, what do you got? Or doesn't it matter?
Well, I was supposed to go to the store. I didn't have time. I was gonna buy German Pilsners, but I got this because I mean, since we're gonna be reading labels, let me read my label.
Yeah, please do.
It says
Taste of the Rockies.
No, you're wrong. Born in the Rockies, established 1978. That's all it says. I mean, it says please recycle.
I told you it was a big surprise, Trevor.
Oh man,
I'm so glad he set him up like that too. Like I think that's so surprising.
I had a whole plan. I was like, I'm gonna go to the store. I'm gonna get my German Pilsner, but then otherwise I wouldn't have been here on time.
Sounds beautiful.
Not really.
No, Coors Light. All right, moving on. I gotta go over here.
Yeah, what's first up? We doing?
Once again, I forgot to introduce ourselves with all the craziness, but I'm Trevor, 1/6 shooter. This is Tom. Iwatu. Down there is it doesn't matter. Capes and Rifles. TJ.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Just like our last show.
It matters to me. You matter to me, TJ.
Well, I know, just not my opinion. But anyway.
Coming up, we've done the brews. We've got lots of news to go to, so I'm not even going to sit on this page for very long. And we got new releases after that. So we're going to do all the stuff that's up for pre-order and that just came out for preview, and then we're going to go through everything that just got released. So we got let's go through here. So starting with
shocking
Iron Man. Let's see, 50 minus 10 is 47. 47. Iron Man 47 from Hot Toys. Who's got it? Anybody?
You have the other one, or you just pre-ordered this?
No,
one?
I got the first one. It was a Christmas gift.
Nice. This Christmas?
No, Christmas of.
I was gonna say that's a nice
17, 18?
2 years ago, right?
Yeah.
Now, I know this thing's been shooting up a lot on the secondary market, right? I mean,
2,500 to 3,000. It was insane. That is
really?
Yes,
for like 1,200.
I
saw multiple posts at 2,500.
Wow.
Like last week, I think, or something.
Wow, like that is insane. I got to look at the eBay just see what was sold.
Yeah,
I'm sure people have been buying it for that.
People have been buying it. It's on eBay. It's on like the Facebook groups.
How much are you kicking yourself if you just spent $1,500 on this thing? And
you deserve it if you spend that much on
yeah, I guess you could look at it that way. Yeah,
because that means, you know what that means? That means that it's worth that much to you, so you should still be happy you spent it. You know, you should never be regretting your purchase, and if you are, then you probably didn't want it that badly in the first place.
Yeah. I'd be happy if I sold it for that much. That's
yeah, same here. Same here.
Turn around and buy it again. So it is a reissue. When did this come out? 2016 or 17? 2017?
When did Homecoming come out?
That's what I'm trying to think.
Homecoming was a couple of years ago.
16. I want to say 16 or.
You know what? I got mine Christmas of 2017.
Okay. So it must have
probably
went up for
out.
pre-order in 2016 and they came out.
Yeah.
Got the unmasked sculpt. Glasses, which I assume are sunglasses for Tony.
Yes, that's exactly what they are.
So October 20th to December 20th. I'm sure they got to ramp these up, but it's interesting that they're going to reissue this. They know they're going to reissue. It's not like at least I would assume that they're not sitting around going, "Hey, you know what, guys?" And you wouldn't, there's production time on these things, but you think they would have ramped that up and started that and had it out by summer or something like that.
At least it's this year. I mean, already we're like 18 months out for most new releases and stuff like that. So at least this is this year. And it might be early. You never know. Hot Toys does that.
True enough. Yeah. Especially with a reissue like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks great. So I think I'm getting the 7, and that should be coming. I think I just made my final payment, so I should be getting that soon. And we'll see. It might start me down the dark path of Iron Man.
Iron Man is what Hot Toys does best. So.
Slippery slope, man.
Yep.
I don't think it's going to be, but who knows? I mean, at this point, when I get the new cap. The endgame cap, I'll have 3 caps, so I guess it's possible.
Yeah, but you got that fancy, the World War II version, right? The rescue.
Yeah, I got that one, and I got the first Avenger one.
He goes for a lot now too on the aftermarket, doesn't he?
The soldier version, the rescue version, is what they call it.
You have the show though, like the Star Spangled Man show one. Is that the one?
No, not that one. No, I've got the regular outfit. From at the end with the war combat version of the suit.
Got it. Okay. Yeah. All right.
Which that's my favorite suit. I think
it's a great one. It's great.
But the rescue one, I don't know what that's going for now. I knew when I bought it from some guy. I think he was in Indonesia, and I was a little worried about it. But he said it didn't have any damage, and it didn't. And I've treated the leather jackets and stuff with pleather treatment, and it looks great. So. I don't know. Maybe just the rarity of having something that's intact is knocking the price up. But anyway, but Iron Man. So yeah, this is a good looking sculpt.
Yeah.
Same sculpt, right? Same the one that came with it originally.
I think everything about this is the same.
It's just a complete reissue. Yeah.
It's the same as the Mark 46 sculpt.
Yeah. Didn't pay much attention to this when it came out because I just wasn't there, even with most Avengers and stuff. But it's really cool looking.
Did they change the eye position between this one and the 46? Is that the only difference in the sculpt, TJ?
The eye position and the 46 had the bruise.
Oh, okay. All right, that's what it was.
All right, let's keep moving here because we got a lot to go through. So, another reissue of the.
Not really, though.
Oh no! Well, it's not. Well, it is a reissue, though, isn't it?
No, it's the new because this has a lot of new stuff. Reissues.
It's got new stuff. The figure itself is the same figure. It's got new accessories though.
Well, the body's completely different.
Oh, okay.
The body, the head, the accessories. So everything is completely new. I think even the suit is changed a little bit.
I hope so.
The difference between the reissue, the 47 is a reissue. It's like literally them just putting out with it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
This is a remake of the original 2012 cap, but it's coming with the head of the modern day Captain America in the 2012 outfit.
Right. So this looks, I mean, I never liked this suit, but it does look pretty good here. It was basically the helmet I didn't like, but
it's that ear caps. If they got rid of the ear caps, it would be fantastic.
And maybe the painted wings. I know the wings got to be on there, but I hate them.
Oh, I like them because they're nicely indented in the helmet and stuff. It's like a nice little texture.
So this one comes with the shield, Loki's scepter, and the case with Loki's scepter, and of course America's ass. 2021. We're looking at things now, even first quarter. That's second quarter, but wow.
Yeah, that's brutal.
Yeah,
it's a year and a half away.
It does look good. I got to say, I mean, I was up late doing this, so yeah, the reissue thing just didn't register. I was trying to put stuff down, but yeah, I mean, this looks better than the original version that they put out, obviously.
Thanks, I have the original.
Well, it does. I mean, I think it looks better. I'm not comparing it side by side right now, but from what I remember of it, it just looks.
No, I was looking at the pictures of that because, like, for me, I'm like, I love this suit. First time, you know, when I remember when like the leaks started coming out of like, here's Captain America on set, this was what he's going to look like, and I was like losing my mind, like, oh my god, they made him like the comic accurate suit, like all this kind of stuff. And so like I love it, and I was entertaining whether or not I should upgrade, but I don't know. The first one is my first hot toy I ever purchased for myself, so it's like,
oh wow, well, you got to keep that.
Yeah.
But yeah, looks really good. Like it with the new sculpt, looks really nice.
So that's the same sculpt that they're including with the Endgame cap, correct?
I think so.
Yeah.
And this helmeted sculpt is a new sculpt as well, right? Underneath the helmet.
Is it? It looks the same to me.
Oh, does it?
It does, but
I don't have it to look at, but it looks pretty good. It just looks. I don't know.
It's in a box, so I can tell you.
Actually, is really nice. I don't know. If it wasn't for those wings, I think I'd be all over this. Just hate those wings. But yeah, very cool.
Cool.
Very nice. There he is with all his accoutrements.
Yep.
Very good.
I will say one of the nice things about this update, though, is that they gave him an ankle joint.
I was just going to add. I was just going to say that.
The original is the full boot, and it's kind of a pain in the ass when you want to pose them out, have them running, doing stuff like that.
They're flexible, but not. They're flexible.
They're not flexible at all. They are hard plastic on the first version. This is like
shit.
a joint, and it's great.
Ugh.
Yeah.
These look like two pieces, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
I think that's exactly why they included that close-up shot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I know there's some people who love museum poses, and I know, especially in the custom world, you know, people love things that just are, you know, pin perfect, you know, under a microscope. But I will give up, you know, authenticity for motion any day. You know, with heads, without necks, and with ankles, boots that are split in two.
Yep.
So you can move those ankles.
I'm like, hey, give me joints. I'm buying toys. I'm not buying, statues. If I was buying a statue and I got a joint, I'd be like, what the heck is this?
Mm-hmm.
I'm buying toys. I want to be able to pose them.
Mm-hmm. Or even put a little piece. It was what figure did I have? Oh, it's actually the cap. It's the First Avenger cap, where I wish they had put like some sort of stretch elastic or something underneath the arm. You know, in the same color of the suit. But not the suit, because he can't. Yeah. There's no motion. It's a statue.
You'll see it with the newer caps, because you don't have any of like the newest ones yet, I don't think, right? Mm-hmm. Is that what they did? Is they separated this piece, the chest piece, from the arms, so the arms are independent, like movable area, so that you can lift them up and do all the stuff.
Even under the arm, I mean, where the material meets the arm?
Like somehow there's like a lot of extra give under there, so you can lift them up pretty high, and it doesn't affect this whole centerpiece. It's like a piece. He's like wearing two shirts, really. It's like a shirt underneath a vest.
Interesting. Yeah, that's a much better way to go about it. Looks good. I forgot, what was the price of this?
$239?
$260.
Yeah, that's a little rough.
It's going up. Just keeps going up. ELROND from Asmus. Incredible prices on these things. I really just don't know how to do it. This license must be dirt cheap or something. I really don't understand it. I'm going to have to ask Andy when I see him, but it's crazy. Just because this clothing is insane. And die-cast swords. I don't know. It's nuts. I think this looks pretty good. I think he looks a little...
pasty.
He kind of was pasty, though. I think it was the lighting that he was in that movie. I think made him look a little less pasty. But
did you see the production photos on Facebook or I think Instagram?
I think so. Where they were just holding them up, or
it looked much better.
Yeah, I thought so too. I think I actually have that in here. Maybe I don't. I don't know. I'm not sure what I got in here, but. It looked a little. At first, I thought maybe he looked a little old, but he was older in that movie. I mean, I don't know. I have to go back and I watch the movie all the time, but
Is
and
this
this is out. Sorry, go ahead.
Is this the armor he wears in the Return of the King, or is this the armor that he wears in the beginning Wars?
Beginning of the Fellowship.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's interesting to put him in this instead of like the outfit that he's wearing for most of that trilogy.
Yeah, that was an interesting choice. I thought that too. I think this is more interesting, but
Oh, for sure.
I kind of want. You almost want the more iconic outfit.
Wait, what's iconic to you? The Council of Rivendell?
Yeah,
Yeah, me too. It's like his like elven gown thing that he wears.
It's not. There's not. I mean, it's intricate, but there's not much to it. I mean, there's not a lot of fluff to it. So I think this is just more interesting.
It's not armor, but it's detailed. You know, there's a lot of elven patterns and stuff in it, which is really nice.
Mm-hmm. And this is what I love about these guys for the most part. I mean, they don't always do this, but it's coming out now. Like it's ready to go. They previewed this like a couple months ago. They teased it
now, isn't it?
What's that?
Oh, when I thought January 20, I was thinking of next January. I'm like, oh, it's at least within a year. And I'm like, oh, no, wait,
whether or not it'll get out, I don't think it's been released yet, so it might be pushed a little bit. But I mean, first quarter of the year is pretty cool. That's
good. I actually would rather Hot Toys would sit on their pre-order so they're closer to release.
Yeah,
but
I was watching something where I don't know. Somebody mentioned, maybe it was in a chat or something like that on Facebook or something, but they know what's going to sell at this point. You know what I mean? They know how much approximately from all the data that they know that they're going to sell this amount, and it really shouldn't be as much of a pre-order window as it is. You know what I mean? You don't really need that long. You can start ramping up production on Iron Man's way ahead of time.
Yeah.
I love the chainmail on this. I wish that was what Gimli had, but looks nice. It's good. It's not a ton of stuff, but again, die-cast sword, and it's only $200. So, if you're in that line, man, I keep thinking like I don't need these tertiary characters, and then I end up getting them, and
what is that to the right of the sword?
I think that's the amulet that he's wearing right there.
Is it? It doesn't look like it. It looks like the thing more on his shoulder than anything else.
Yeah, it doesn't, does it? I don't
remember seeing that. Huh.
And posable ankle joint boots. I love that. Although they look, I don't know if that's one piece or they got something new in there. If it's two piece, they usually do two piece.
It kind of looks like they're hiding it behind him in like that picture.
Yeah, I don't think I got any. There's another shot of the boot, but it's too small. I can't see it. I'll have to look again. I mean, they've always done two pieces, but they do them really well, and they look pretty good in most poses. So it would be cool to have a little bit of material, though, some flexible material in between the two pieces. That'd be kind of cool.
One thing I will say that I really like, just looking at that set of stuff that he comes with, a lot of I'm learning about this. I mean, I've been collecting 1/6 scale figures for a while, but a lot of the toys tend to come with different sets of hands for each side, and I really like that they make sure that it's equal, because there are sometimes I want him holding the sword in one hand and having the other pose in the other. For like when I'm talking about photography, it helps to be able to switch out which side does what.
Yeah.
Like, I'm thinking about my Deadpool figure. He only comes with one pointing hand for like his right hand, but not his left hand. So it's like, give me, if you're going to do that, just reverse the mold and give it to me for both sides.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, how hard is that? I think a lot of times those things are very scene specific, or I guess.
Yeah, I guess.
In terms of, I mean, you can point with any hand, obviously, but I mean, in terms of like, Obi-Wan with his, 2-finger move, that's always his left hand.
Something like that for sure. But if it's like, here's a relaxed hand and here's a fist hand, you only get the fist for like the left hand side and a relaxed
Yeah. Or a trigger holding, like you could put a gun in either hand, Yep. All right.
Small gripe, but I like the fact that they do both.
Right. Remnant Trooper from Mandalorian, which was excellent and season ending. We won't go into spoilers, but fantastic. And I dig this. Like I have 2 Stormtroopers and I have a 1/6 model kit, which looks pretty good if you don't get too close to it. but I might pick this up.
The price is nice. I'll say that.
$200. Yeah, I mean, again, there's not a lot of shit with it. I think 2 guns and I don't know what else, but
for Hot Toys, when we're just looking at Cap with 260, and this is a whole 1/12 scale figure cheaper.
Yeah, I mean, it's all armor and an undersuit. So I mean, but the paint on this, I would have thought would have pushed it up a little bit. But I love that look. It's something I'd never do. Like I'll weather the shit out of the Black Series stuff, but I just won't do it to the.
Same.
To the they were too hard to get. That set, but this looks cool. I love it. I love the look of these guys in this. I'd love to get 2, but I don't think I need 2.
The Flame Trooper at the end of the season. No spoilers of what happens or anything like that, but that Flame Trooper would be an awesome one.
You gotta know that's coming. You gotta know that's coming.
Yeah, because he looked so awesome with that red like mouthpiece and everything.
What are the odds we get a Gideon? We've got to get a Gideon, right?
Yes, Moff Gideon. Eventually, I think maybe a season 2 Moff Gideon as well, with specific accessories that maybe we got sight of in this latest.
I know what you're talking about. So looks great. Weathering's nice. Price is nice. Yeah, good. I'm down. Iron Spider, another game. Spider-Man. How many does this make? We got 4 or?
So negative suit, Scarlet, advanced suit, this one, and then the rock and roll one.
Right. I forgot about that one. Yeah.
So 5 so far.
5 so far. Crazy.
This one looks, I think, better in these promo shots than he did in person at Comic-Con. I don't know if
I'm trying to recall. I know I took some pictures of it. I mean, I think, the lighting on this thing has got to just absolutely be, it's going to be gorgeous to shoot because of that reflective suit and all the metal or, metal coated plastic or, whatever, chrome coated plastic. Looks really good. I got to say, I have not been, like I said, the Scarlet was about the only one I was tempted by. I'm super tempted by this.
I'm super tempted by this too. And one of the things that leads me to really like this even more is they're doing the thing on this Iron Spider that I wanted them to do with the one from Infinity War. Is they gave him the jointed knees, so that way you can actually pose him out because hey, you don't have to worry about anything breaking the fabric or anything like that because this is a physical Iron Man joint.
Oh yeah.
And it's so cool.
Right. Yeah, I actually noticed that last night. Is this supposed to be an armored suit then?
It's supposed to be all armored.
Okay.
The Iron Spider in the movie.
Well, that makes sense. Yeah. Okay. It just looked like some of it was cloth, and he had this pieces of armor.
Cloth. Yes, but I think it's supposed to be they're alluding to it being armored cloth.
Yeah, I love those jointed knees. That's really cool. TJ, what do you think about this?
I mean, it looks great. Not my favorite suit from the game, though.
No?
Comics. This is a huge in the comics.
No, it looks fucking awesome. Do I have that date right? That date cannot be right.
I don't know.
That's got to be 21. I must have made a mistake on that.
I can look it up while we're talking.
Again, I was doing this late. Newly developed red and gold metallic suit, 3 gold spider pincers. I thought there was 4, but there's only 3.
It's a weird, awkward number, and it's always been 3. And even Joe Quesada, the guy who designed this suit for the comics, had to come up with he had to talk about it in a lot of interviews. And he's like, I chose 3 because it looked cooler than 4. That was his entire reasoning for going with 3. I
can see that, just the imbalance of them for imagery and shots and stuff, where you can have 2 coming forward. I don't know. It looks it does look cool. I kind of dig it actually.
So who's getting it?
I'm heavily thinking about it.
Yep. Yeah, me too.
And you have the dates correct, by the way, Trevor.
How could this be coming out next quarter? Really?
That's what it says on Sideshow. So Sideshow's not to be the end all be all of dates, as we all know, but that's what they have currently.
Wow.
It might have to do because there's no likeness rights, so they don't have to go through another approval process.
Didn't Scarlet Spider come out relatively quickly after pre-order too?
Yeah, well, that was the Toy Fair exclusive. Toy Fair exclusive
Right.
were always like immediately after
Yeah.
they announce it. So yes, that one did. But
Punk took a while. I know that.
yeah, well, Punk
The
and
others I don't
Fantasy
even
were
remember.
regular releases.
Yeah.
Scarlet Spider was a Toy Fair, so that had like a 3-month window before it released.
Hmm.
Actually, less than, because I think it released around the time we were at Comic-Con.
Mm-hmm. I'm wondering what they're doing now with the numbers of these in terms of production with these Spider-Man suits. I mean, I think they've done pretty well with them, and like we've said, aside from reissuing Iron Man, they're going to be the new Iron Man. Except that it's not as easy to just retool some parts, but
All of his suits are very different, unless you just do a negative colored version.
yeah. But I'm wondering, like, because of that quickness, I'm wondering if this is something that's going to sell out quickly because they've made so many, and because the pre-order window is very short.
I don't think this is one that they're going to make a lot of.
That's what I mean. Yeah.
Mainly because also like the re-edit 1/6 scale Iron Spider is exactly this pretty much. Even the same kind of combination of cloth suit and armored in like the same areas.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that there's already like a market share already kind of taken up by that one.
Yeah.
So I think it's going to be a smaller number.
Yeah, my only issue with this is, but I mean, it does look great here, and you don't have to have the whole thing in frame, but like I almost want a 1/12 version that looks this good because it's just putting this in any kind of scenario aside from just in front of a screen or something like that is going to be tricky.
Yep.
Yeah.
It
looks awesome. I mean, God damn it. Look at that. Look at that helmet. That is great.
Helmet's gorgeous. I love that they have the like, this is so comic, like close to as comic accurate as they can get, where it has like the big orb on the back that has the arms extending out of it too, which is really kind of cool. Such a nice touch. It's beautiful.
This looks great. I mean, I could see this being that we were talking about Scarlet Spider as a 2009 came in second place, I think. I can see this. I can see that happening to this. I could see this being one of those things where people start taking pictures of them in hand, and then people are going to start regretting not getting it. So, damn it.
Yeah, I'll wait. I'll wait till the bloggers start posting pictures and people start posting pictures.
Yeah. I mean, it looks like it has some great range of motion and everything. So
it looks like the Scarlet Spider Under Armour, which the Scarlet Spider has great range of motion. So.
Although, wait a minute, where's that? Okay, that might be the range of the bend of the knee right there, though.
Oh, yeah.
Sure. Even that right there might be it.
Yeah, you're right. Well, the calf looks like it's hitting the top of the thigh.
Yeah. It's kind of a bummer. All right, still great looking. Yeah, Soundwave.
Oh, actually, he can go a lot further.
Yeah, definitely.
This one is all me, man. I'm pre-ordering this one.
Tell us about it, Tom.
He's just super articulated, like 80 points of articulation.
Yeah.
Come on. That's an unheard of amount of articulation. Granted, they're talking like little things too, like so many like little things on these guys articulate. And my only complaint,
the hands and everything.
Yeah, the hands are all articulated. He'll come with like posed out hands. And he'll come with hands that are articulated as well. And he comes with, I wonder if they're including Ravage as like part of the articulation, because I'm sure he's articulated too. The cassette. I do wish he had Laserbeak as like one of the cassettes with him, but because he's one of my favorite cassettes that he came with. But otherwise, I mean, for $230, for how much articulation, how much detail is in this guy, he's crazy good.
And he scales with the Bumblebee, obviously.
Yeah, so he'll be about 12 inches. So he'll be exactly the height of a Hot Toy. So he'll be about 12 inches.
And Bumblebee is shorter, obviously.
Right. He's supposed to be in scale. With these guys being 12 inches, Bumblebee is 8 to be the shortest of them all.
I know a little something, Tom. So
you do?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. It looks cool, man. It's really, really cool.
Yeah, I'm so stoked.
So he just fits in there. Does he? So he's a cassette.
I don't know that. I don't know. I don't know if he actually transformed to the cassette and actually like goes in there like the old toys.
Or if it's just they're showing it open up and like, hey, pretend he's coming out of him.
Yeah, I think that's what we're seeing, and maybe he has in the picture to the left, like he has a specific cassette that just fills that space.
Yeah, because they don't transform. These are just not transformers that transform.
Correct. These are just the robot form of the Transformers.
Yeah. Nice. Not a lot of stuff, but I mean, 80 points of articulation. What do you want?
Yeah. You don't need a whole hell of a lot with these guys.
Right. Right. Very cool. Very cool. TJ, you're not a Transformer guy?
I used to.
Yeah. Have any of the old ones?
Not that I have anymore. I had Optimus, Bumblebee, and all those guys.
Mm-hmm.
I'll pass on this one. I'm going to save my money for Marvel.
Yeah. Tiger Stripe Wolverine Sideshow. Totally pre-ordered this.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, and I actually bought the head from the last one, the screaming head.
You got to tell me your woes and tribulations between putting that on this guy when you get him.
Yeah, I hope.
We talk about the neck joint difference between their figures.
I hope it works. I know it's going to need a little bit of touch up, but the paint's not going to exactly match, but that's okay. I just thought it was a cool. I mean, it was too. I'm really kind of disappointed that this one doesn't come with that head
for that price too. Fuck yeah, you're right.
Yeah, $250, and the thing you're getting is, and this is weird. So I didn't even realize. I got to tell you, it didn't even register with me when I was reading through it with the arms. Did you?
Well, I have the brown costume.
Oh, and is it the same thing?
Same thing. Same arms. Same.
That
arm.
is bizarre, man.
Right?
So the bone claws are the exclusive. I much rather would have had another sculpt because I don't love this look on his face, but whatever.
It's such a weird Wolverine.
But the 3 sets of swappable arms. So there's 2. I didn't even look. So that's a solid bend, and then there's a solid straight.
You'll get one jointed one, and you'll get a solid bend and a solid.
And then you got the jointed ones over here.
Yep, that's it.
And I'd make that could be America's ass right there. Honestly, that's not too bad.
Thank you, Trevor.
He's Canada's ass. Sorry, Canada's ass.
Sorry,
Canada.
So,
sorry, Canada. I didn't mean to take that away from you. But yeah, I like the detail. I mean, I like the gloves, and I don't know. It just looks really cool.
It's my favorite costume on Wolverine, personally.
Yeah.
I love the tiger stripe. I just wish that he had the same love and care in terms of accessories as even the original did, because the unmasked came with a mask that kind of hung off of his neck as well to kind of like hang on the back.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, the bone claws are cool, but that should have been an added thing on top of this, and they could have just reused the brown costume head.
Yeah.
Package one.
And honestly, I mean, for a real life take on the character, I guess that blue works. I do kind of always like that, the more metallic-y, lighter blue on these things, though. I really like what Marvel Legends did with it and stuff. So, but it's good. I mean, I pre-ordered it. So.
At least his tiger stripes are black. There was a recent figure that came out that was like almost half the price of this. It was blue.
True enough. True enough. True that. Yeah. Good. TJ, any interest in this? Nah.
No, I have no faith in like sideshow bodies.
Yeah, I mean, it's a crapshoot. It's just bizarre. You think the last thing you really have to worry about is floppiness in a body these days, but
we're gonna get 2 new releases, and there's one in there that I'm like really on the fence with, but because of that exact same thing, because I have the brown costume Wolverine, I'm worried about the body on it, and I want.
How is the body on the brown one?
Super loose. Like if I hold him from the chest and just shake him a little bit, he wobbles all over the place.
What are they doing over there? What are they getting? I mean, it's not like they're charging Asmus prices. Buy them from Asmus. That's like, I think they bought them.
The industry standard bodies.
What's that?
None of the bodies that they use are like the industry. Like, just use the industry standard. Like, here's just a naked body that you can purchase for super cheap.
Dude, I could buy it for retail. You can buy a $35 figure body that's great.
Yeah,
the World Box ones. The World Box ones are incredible.
Yep.
They're not standard in like the feet pegs, but they're incredible bodies. And for, I mean, if you're buying them in bulk and you're buying them wholesale, it's got to be like $5-8.
The thing that gets me is, Trevor, you bought the what is their horror line called? Oh,
the dead, Jesus. the hell's it called?
I don't
know. The Court of the Dead.
Court of the Dead. Thank you. Yep. So that was built on a Physine body, was it not?
Yep.
So why, if they had that partnership with Physine to do that, why would you not put it in the biggest line that you possibly have a license for, Sideshow, which is Marvel, right?
Right. And not to mention, you got a bare-armed character here. Perfect. Yep. They have that bulky body. I mean, it's a little too Arnold-like, but I mean, work with him or something. I mean, I think they have some smaller ones too that would probably work for this. I wouldn't even mind a bulked up Wolverine. I wouldn't even mind if he was a little bit bigger in the chest and stuff. You know what I mean? Those arms are ridiculous anyway. So yeah, I'd be okay with that.
I know also that this figure is going to be the same height as all of the other figures, which is a shame because if they're going
too tall.
Yeah. Wolverine should be a foot shorter than everybody else.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I say that now because they're not doing it yet, but I don't see buying an entire line of comic X-Men from them. But God, now that I said it out loud, it sounds pretty cool. But I don't know. We'll see. It's kind of a standalone thing like the Joker that I got. It's just going to kind of be on its own.
Man, a Gambit, that style would be
Oh, yeah. Yeah, but I gotta be honest. I don't know if I'd want Sideshow to do that.
Yeah, I mean, I like. At the end of the day, I like the end silhouette of that Wolverine.
Mm-hmm.
I love the Magneto that's going to show up later in this cast.
Mm-hmm.
I love a lot of things about him. So I would love to see their Gambit, but who else would you have doing them? You know?
Yeah, I know. Well, it's their thing. So. All right, so here's another one that I'm wavering on. Did anybody else pull the trigger on this guy?
I'm in.
You're in already? Good for you. Good for you. 281 is what's killing me. It's just
he's huge though. Look at the backpack.
He's huge. I know he's got a lot of shit with him. He's practically an Iron Man himself. And
with more articulation because he's got cloth underneath. You can actually bend him.
It comes with a detachable strip. Apparently.
A what?
Wait, sorry. Whatever. I shouldn't even call attention to it.
I saw it. I didn't want to say anything.
Yeah. It doesn't matter. Jetpack, ammo belt. This gun is crazy. He just looks totally badass, man. I mean, this looks freaking great. I just talked myself into it. I got to get this. Yeah. I just hope that he plays a bigger part. I can't imagine he's not going to come back because he's seemingly very popular. So, Tom, do you think you're going to get this, or did you pick up The Mandalorian or no?
I'm waiting for the other version of The Mandalorian.
Okay.
But I will buy, if they do the other version, the full Beskar armor, which he has in episode 3, so it's not like a spoiler kind of thing. But there are other accessories by the end of that show and other details on that armor that I would love. So I'm waiting for this is the end of the season 1 Beskar armor Mandalorian with major accessory A. When that set comes out, I will pre-order it.
You have to say it. Beskar.
Sorry.
Beskar.
A little silver brick.
There's lots of Beskar. Yeah, I pre-ordered IG-11. Did you pre-order that?
I was considering it because I love the look of the IG unit, but I'm gonna pass on it because of the show. Actually,
I'm almost doing it because I want to. It's kind of a test. I mean, I can always turn around and sell it. I just want to see what it is compared because the Sideshow IG-88 is just a pain in the ass. I would say a piece of crap, but it's not entirely a piece of crap. It's a tough figure. It wasn't meant to stand. It just wasn't meant to be. You know what I mean?
I do think that the IG-11, and I'm going to throw out something that might be considered a spoiler if you haven't seen the show.
Right. I mean, by this time, come on.
Yes. Everyone in the world knows that Baby Yoda is a character. IG-11 should come with Baby Yoda as
that'd be great.
A different pose of him.
I'm wondering if there's another character, a small what's his face?
It's a name that you can say like Kui or
Yeah. God, I know this, but whatever. Anyway, I'm not going into it. But yeah, I'm thinking maybe that might be a thing.
Do you think he's gonna come with Baby Yoda?
Yeah,
I think they should all come
that'd be a good 2-pack because it's probably going to be a little cheaper. I think if they included Baby Yoda with Mando, it's going to be a 300 plus.
No, but
unless it was a DX or another version of it or something.
They should do what they did with the Baby Groot with all of the Guardian Galaxy Volume 2 figures. There should be a Baby Yoda that comes with each figure from The Mandalorian
with
doing
a
different expression.
Yeah, that would have been awesome.
They're going to articulate something this big, right?
No, but you'd want to have arms and stuff that move at least, I think.
But they didn't do that with Baby Groot, and they're the same size. So,
yeah,
Baby Yoda's like ever so slightly taller.
Yeah. Wait a minute. What Baby Groot came with? Which?
All of them. Every Volume 2 Guardian figure comes with the Baby Groot slug.
Wow.
Was that you, TJ, or you, Trevor?
That wasn't me.
Sound like a beagle or something. So it's you.
My wife just came home.
Got it.
Those are the greetings.
Oh, yeah. Love the detail. Let's keep moving because we still got a bunch to go.
Yeah.
Here, but God, that helmet looks great.
He's a cool looking dude.
Yeah.
If he becomes a bigger character in season 2 or something like that, maybe.
Yeah, that's my only hesitation. Is just that it's like, yeah, you saw him once. I can't imagine that. I mean, for budgetary reasons, they built this, armor and they've made a big thing out of it, so they're probably going to bring him back. But
there is
whether or not he'll have a part to play. But then again, it's just a Mandalorian and it looks awesome. So whatever. There's
a Mandalorian that they show in the final episode that if they did a figure of him or her, I don't know what gender it is, I would buy it in a heartbeat because it looked. That scene was just one of the coolest scenes I've seen. Where it's like him reaching his hand down. I don't know if you. I don't want to talk about it too much. But he's like reaching his hand down. He pulls someone out of a closet kind of thing.
Yes. Okay.
Oh yeah. I would like to see the armor. I thought she's amazing.
So good. It was green.
Yes. Yeah. All right. New releases. All right. So that is all the pre-order stuff that's come out. Now we're talking about stuff that's been released in the last few weeks. First up is Aquaman. I got a few things to say about this. What do you guys think?
Actually, I want to hear your few things first.
Me too.
You want to hear me first?
Yeah. You first.
Love hearing you.
Things to say.
It's a great statue. I have a feeling this thing is not going to fucking move at all. I think I've seen the poses in these blogger shots, and I think that's pretty much the range. I mean, I'm surprised even some of them, like, I don't know. It's a great look. It's a much better look than the Justice League.
I agree.
Look, if I were into this at all, this is the one I'd get, but I know I'm going to be real. I hate the hair. I wish Hot Toys would just do some partial rooted hair or something. It's not going to move. I mean, you're not going to be able to pose that thing at all.
That head's not turning, but I saw a rooted hair version of this thing yesterday.
It's got to be amazing.
Oh my God, guys. That blew me the hell away. I'm like, holy shit, that's Jason Momoa just tiny on a
Who
desk.
did it? Was it Shane Poole? Or?
I don't think it was Shane Poole. I saw it on Twitter, so it was like kind of hard to kind of find who did what. But it wasn't one of any of the names that I recognized, but it looks shockingly good.
The paint on it looks incredible in that second Ultra Bend shot there with the beard. Looks really, really nice.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's done a little softening of that or not, but it looks really good. But yeah, I just think this is basically a statue.
Yeah. TJ, what's your thoughts? Oh, let's stay on Aquaman for just a second.
Yeah, I thought there was more. I thought you had another shot.
No, I kept it to one for everybody except for the
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah.
TJ,
what are you thinking about this?
My turn. Got it. Okay. No, I agree with Trevor. But I think I did see that rooted hair version.
Yeah.
I think I saw on Facebook. I mean, huge difference.
It's a perfect it's a perfect hairstyle for rooted hair. You don't have to do any parts. It's slicked back and then it falls down. I mean, it could have been great.
But even with the rooted hair and the increased head articulation, I don't think there's a whole lot of other movement in the arms and legs.
The legs look like they're very articulated from the shot that we showed in the beginning with him diving through the water when we were like setting up this whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
Ultra Ben had him, or Ben had him like coming through with his knee nicely bent forward. The top part, though, I'll agree with you guys because I've seen somebody posted a picture of him with his arm up in the air. Like, yes, you can get it up there, but I saw major stretching happening here that I'm like, oh, you do that 3 times, and that's just cracking right open, right in the middle. Right.
That's the other thing. Yeah, exactly. I mean, this is museum pose, man. That's the pose you put on the shelf right there where he's standing in the water, and that's pretty much it.
That said, though, I think this figure looks beautiful to the point where I kind of want him just as like a statue figure on my shelf. I really love the look of this guy for some reason. I don't know what it is. It might just be the color combinations or what, but he looks so good. And like Ben killed it with that profile shot off to the side right there. Like I'm like I want to be able to take that kind of photography with this guy. He looks so good.
I'm gonna just share a oops. How do I share screen? Sorry, hang on a second. I just had another.
As you find a.
Yeah, hang on. I was just going to bring up the tab. Let's go to that. There we go. So, I mean, he's getting some stretch on those thighs, but you can see that material is being pushed to the limit right there. I'm surprised at the torque in the body on that one. What's that?
You're surprised by what body? What about the body?
The torque in the torso that's happening there a little bit.
I bet the whole top section kind of shifts.
I think you're right. Now that I'm looking at it, you're right. Those armor pieces are attached to the shirt, and the whole thing just turns. Yep.
Because I mean, look at if you go back to that picture for just a second.
Yep.
Look at the Aquaman emblem on his belt, and I'm wondering if that has been edited or what. But it looks
Facebook. Christ. Wow. I don't know where I'm going to end up here. All right. Do you want to see something else, or is that show it there?
No, it was the way how his midsection was bent with the Aquaman symbol.
All right, let's see if I can get back.
I was going through
their
Facebook page last night, and the comments on these are hilarious and completely undeserved, but they are.
Oh, the bulge, yeah. Mm.
The bulge. Everyone's just posting pictures of like corn on the cob, and I'm like,
oh, well, the corn on the cob because of the outfit, though, right?
Yeah, I know. But it's come on. I think he looks great, and he looks like the comic, which is what I love. But look what's happening. Like the symbols wrapping around his leg in a, I don't know. It's just like such a bizarre thing.
Yeah.
I still love this figure though. I don't know why. I think because I like the movie so much. I really enjoyed it.
Did you really? I don't think we've ever talked about this. You really like the movie, huh?
I do.
About this. I love the movie.
Yeah. The movie to me was like Lord of the Rings, but under the sea.
Wow.
And a Pitbull song. I mean, get rid of the Pitbull song and then it's more.
I was gonna say Lord of the Rings, man. I don't know. That's lofty.
Oh my god, dude! Well, watch the battle scene of that.
Yeah, you know what it is. I think I was talking about this in terms of the Rise of Skywalker. I think people are just so jaded, and myself included, with special effects now.
Yeah.
That I just look at everything with a jaded eye, you know what I mean? And it's anything, it's like, yeah, all right, yeah. So you created Atlantis, nah. You know what I mean?
I do too. Especially with like Rise of Skywalker. No spoilers, but there's like a scene where some characters we see younger versions of them. Where I'm like, oh wow, I'm playing a video game right now based in the Star Wars universe.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But like otherwise, there's some great stuff. But I don't know. I think besides the hair in Aquaman, that was my one major thing that I think had some issue. Like a lot of the hair was obviously CG.
Yeah.
It had some issues. Otherwise, it was a lot of fun. It had great action. Like the whole stuff with Black Manta chasing them. And boy, would I love a Black Manta Hot Toys figure.
Probably that's surprising that they have not shown that. That's actually surprising.
I would get that in a heartbeat. And maybe they're waiting for like a Justice League movie where they have the villains, the League, the Society. forget.
Yeah, I'm waiting for a Justice League movie too. Period.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
All right, we can move on. We've spent enough time on Aquaman. There's plenty to go through.
Thank God I stepped away.
And you're right back just in time.
In time for your photo to be featured.
Wow. I am honored.
Well, dude, I was like, okay, so I put together the slides for the new releases, and I'm like, I got to put out the best ones. And I'm like, you just dropped one right before I went to go post this or like make these slides. I'm like, oh, easy. That's obviously the slide to start with is TJ's Thanos.
It's great. Love the light, man. It's awesome.
Thank you.
I mean, it just looks so good. So good.
And you said it had more battle damage than you thought, right, TJ?
You know what? I swear, man, like when the blogger photos, not the blogger photos, the promo shots came out,
when
it was announced, like it wasn't as battle damaged. Like it's...
I mean, even look at the shots to the right of yours. It's like they don't look as battle damaged. Like you're definitely paying more attention to the detailing of the armor damage itself.
Yeah, like it's much more battle damage. That's why
I love that. I love that look.
They're going to release another one.
You can see it on the helmet on the one on the right, and you can see it on the chest, but it's not pronounced. I mean, I know they had close-ups. Maybe I just didn't pay attention. Because I don't want to have to buy this, but I think I'm going to have to buy this.
This is. I've been waiting for this figure for.
I think I got to buy this.
Did Avengers 1 come out 2012? I've been waiting on this for 7 years, 8 years at this point.
It's the look. See, and not to rehash last week, but it's the look with that helmet. Oh my god, I love it.
The profile is money. But
the profile, the 3/4 shot that TJ's got, I love it. I love everything about it. It looks great bald. He looked great.
That middle shot by Kinder Toys or Kinder,
Kinder,
like that. Just the armor, just seeing the amount of like the way how that just adds another like depth on top of the suit that we got from Infinity War.
Yeah,
that just alone, you could take off the helmet and he still just looks imposing because he's bigger. He's got this gold piece coming down.
And to me, I mean, this is the comic Thanos. You know what I mean? They took liberties with it in Infinity War, but I don't know. Maybe that was something. It wasn't in Infinity War, that look, but I liked it. It was cool. I love what they did with it. I just love this look. I love this look. Yeah. They need a chair now. I know he didn't have the chair, but I would like to put him in a chair or a throne or something. Yeah,
his little space throne would be awesome with this guy. I don't think that the one from the original figure would even fit him though, because this one's so much bigger.
Not at all. Not at all. No. All right, what do we got next here? Oh, Bestman Leia. I just got my notice that final payment on this one. I should be seeing her in a couple of weeks. I'm a little disappointed in this sculpt.
I gotta agree with you. Before we talked, when I started doing these pulling the pictures for this, I thought that I remember her like looking really good. Like I saw her, like I think Alex Brooks has some great photos of her on his page. I started kind of going through all the photos that they had up from all the blogger shots, and I was like, wow, actually, she's looking like she's missing a lot of detail in her face. It kind of like looks like it's just.
That's what everybody's saying, especially the eyes. There's something off about the eyes. And like I remember with the blogger shots too, and everybody was saying, "Wow, she looks great." And now all the comments on this are, you messed this up. It looks terrible. It doesn't look terrible, but it doesn't look great. I mean, there's something off in the eyes. It's almost like that left eye is off center or something. I can't. It may just be the shadows and the way people are photographing it. But I don't. The thing that bugs me is I don't want to have a figure that I can take something, find the right light to make it look good.
Yeah.
But I want it to look good all the time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the A New Hope Leia is argued. Well, I don't know if that Last Jedi Leia is pretty damn good likeness wise.
I do really like the outfit though that she's wearing in this. Like the detail on the
back of it.
I'm pressed to call that like a cape or a cloak or whatever it is. Like the detailing on it is just so beautiful. It's great. It's just the figure itself, especially when she's posing out with her wrists and whatnot. It looks so much like a toy.
It really does.
Problem, but when you're comparing her with, I also pulled out pictures for Thanos right before this, and I'm like, okay, put this figure next to that figure, and it's like night and day the difference.
Yeah,
attention to detail.
Yeah, it's really weird. I don't get it. I don't know. It's weird what they nail and what they don't nail, and how. I mean, she's got soft features, but still, there's something about the eyes that just look doll-like. But it's like one of those things. I gotta have it. I gotta have this look, even though honestly, not a whole hell of a lot of the scenes that were,
It's a very short scene.
Yeah.
But okay, if you had to choose though one Leia from the original trilogy, which version would you go for?
From the whole trilogy?
From the whole trilogy.
Oh, A New Hope, for sure. A New Hope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Endor.
And so for me, it's between Endor or Hoth, because I really like the Hoth scenes are some of my favorite scenes in all of the original trilogy.
The Hoth is great, but again, I mean, she wore that on the Falcon. She wore it to Cloud City. She put it back on again without the vest in Cloud City. That outfit gets a lot of use.
Yeah.
I actually bought a second version of that undersuit. I bought boots that are going to work out because she changes boots. She doesn't wear the pack winter boots. She has these like high heel things. And I'm going to use this sculpt. I'll probably maybe buy a second one if somebody's selling it, if it doesn't completely suck. And I'll have that look too, that other Bestman look.
I mean, you have another head too here with her that you could always put on a different body too. It's a different hairstyle, but
yeah.
I mean, how many Leias do you have now with her coming in?
Just 3.
Okay. So
I think.
match.
What? Wait, no, 1, 2. No, this will be 4. Yeah, I got the Hoth one too.
Enough for your Anakins then.
Just about one for every. Yeah.
Yeah. Perfect.
It's nice.
What?
All right, moving on. TJ, did you get this or no?
I did not. The only Leia I'm probably going to have is Endor. I can't justify the money on New Hope Leia right now.
Yeah, I almost hope they, no pun intended, start doing reissues on some of those things. I mean, much as I'd love to have the value on it, I'm not selling it, so I'd like it. It's like the key. I'd love if they reissued Luke with a better sculpt too. That'd be great. Anyway, Superman one. Okay. I like him as the Witcher so much that I don't even care anymore about Superman. And he's not Superman anymore, apparently. So,
I mean, I find that they finally nailed Henry Cavill's sculpt, at least with this figure.
That'll be great for the Witcher.
Yes, exactly. Like I'd much rather do the Witcher figure.
Same sculpt. BVS.
Say again.
Isn't this the same sculpt as BVS?
I don't know.
This one might be obviously the Heat Vision one is new.
Right.
I don't remember actually if it's the same one as BVS. It probably is. I think it's just the suit that's different. But yeah, I think like this sculpt with the Witcher hair would look amazing. But it's funny. I had to put this. I had to put the group shot of all the Justice League in there just to really call attention to the fact that the whole league is together, except for one character,
which we
God damn
Cyborg.
Yeah, that's it's awful that. And I feel like this picture really calls attention to the fact that there is just one character missing. And it's really sad that it happens to be Cyborg of all of them.
Yeah, I mean, I touched on this very touchy topic. I know one of the early shows, but it gets a little weird sometimes with Hot Toys. And I don't know if this is a hard subject to get into without getting
political, I guess. Yeah.
But like, is it an Asian market? I mean, I don't know that even the superheroes do play well in the Asian market. Obviously, Marvel and DC. I think Star Wars just does not.
Superhero, which you would think that's like the biggest thing for an Asian market.
And a cyborg part robot. You'd think that would be, it's not even his race that is comes through in the look of the thing. You know what I mean? So if that's a factor, and that. They've done Finn, but we don't have a Lando. We don't have a Poe.
I don't even want to begin to talk about why we don't have a freaking Lando or a Poe.
I mean, it gets weird after a while when you start thinking about it. It's like, what is going on here, man? Like any person of color, or I mean, you know, they don't have Rose either. But I mean, why would you make a Rose figure, but 1/6 figure when nobody likes her? But you know, yeah, it gets a little weird.
Yeah. But going back to Superman for a second, I was actually looking at the blogger shots for the Superman because, like, I've been thinking about getting a Superman for a long time. Superman's one of my favorite superheroes.
Do you have Christopher Reeve?
No, I don't, and
I want.
He goes for. It's just as painful. Like if they re-release Christopher Reeves, I'd order him in a second.
I just missed a deal on him for like around. I think it was him and the Dark Knight for I think $600 for both or something like that, which I thought was maybe it was $500. It was a good deal. It was like $250 for each or something. It was crazy.
Yeah, $250 for Christopher Reeves would be worth it.
Hell yeah!
And I would get that one in a heartbeat. But like I was thinking about this one, and he's my least favorite of all of the Superman iterations that ever
agreed
TV or like the screen whatsoever. And it has nothing to do with Henry Cavill because again.
Correct. Yep.
Picture is amazing.
Great.
It's all in what they do with him.
Yep.
He lamented humankind. This Superman, which is not the Superman.
He's a zero, man. He has zero personality. He has zero warmth. He has zero. It's just coming from Christopher Reeve, which was everybody's benchmark for Superman, and even the interim people who did a good job of like.
Did a great Christopher Reeve impression for his Superman Returns, I thought.
Right, which I thought I liked. I actually kind of liked that movie.
Like if they did a Brandon Routh from the new Crisis series that's happening right now with the black symbol.
I can't even watch that, but yeah.
I would buy that.
Yeah.
I would buy that in a heartbeat.
Mm-hmm. You'll get that from Susu Toys, I'm sure.
Probably.
Yeah, so I don't know. You haven't ordered this.
No, I've been thinking about it, but I won't order this one because I will say I was let down. When the blogger shots came out, the neck seemed a little too tall. Like I had a lot of complications with it that I just didn't like, and I'm like, I'm happy he's finally out because you
ordered the Flash.
Sorry,
did you order Flash?
No, I don't. My Flash does not wear armor. That defeats the whole purpose of a Flash.
Sorry. Agreed. The only one I've been tempted from this was the comic colored Wonder Woman.
Same here.
I dug that a lot.
Me too. In
the same way that I like the Aquaman look of it. I don't want the figure. I don't want to spend that much.
I would get if someone were to give me a gift of the comic color Wonder Woman, the comic book or the Aquaman movie Aquaman, like those comic style ones, I would be ecstatic.
Dude, I think I was I couldn't get the words out fast enough. Just side note, we were at San Diego. I don't know where I think it might have been when you guys were waiting. No, I think it was at the end. Sideshow had a little thing where they were giving stuff away and people were just sitting there and they were just calling out stupid shit like who knows the color of whatever. And one of the prizes was that comic Wonder Woman, and I think somebody just beat me to whatever the answer was by half a second. It's like, damn it.
Yeah, because I want that one. That's the one I want.
Yeah, me too. I just want to pay for it. Anybody got this? Tom, you got this coming? TJ? TJ's gone.
TJ's gone. Oh.
Say hi to the wife.
He needs to go save his wife. Yeah.
Yeah.
I will say one of the things that I'm kind of shocked by is the fact that, like, thank you to Ahmad because I had to pull these shots from your Instagram page because this figure's out. I've not seen anyone posting photos of him.
Me neither.
There's no blogger shots. There's nothing. And
nope.
Ahmad, I think, killed it with this guy. He makes me excited to get this guy. I know you, Trevor, have expressed your dislike of the burnt side of his face, at least the paint job on it.
Yeah,
but I'm excited for him, and I can't live through that excitement through anybody's photos because no one's posting any pictures of him.
Yeah. I'm coming from a place where I saw this and was tempted many times by a custom version.
Yeah,
and the sculpt and the paint on it was that I've seen, even with like real hair and stuff, was mind blowing. So I did.
Sculpt, though?
Oh yeah, no contest price wise. Forget about it. I mean, a custom suit, burnt, painted, and all, but as I was saying, I was tempted by this. I'm almost like I don't have Catwoman I don't have Bane. I'm kind of happy in terms of the Dark Knight trilogy with Batman and Joker, and that's pretty much it for me. I think I'm good.
I think that's where we come at it slightly differently, because for me, I'm thinking about what Batman villains do I want for my collection. I want Joker, I want Two-Face, I want Deathstroke, I want all my favorite villains represented. Two-Face is one of them, and I think like for me, this is a great Two-Face. When this movie came out, I had no idea Two-Face was going to be in it. I knew Harvey Dent was going to be in it, but I thought it was a setup for the third movie. Shocking moment when this happened. And because this was also before, I think the internet is the way it is, where you would have gotten this like 18 times in a trailer before.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, exactly.
And it like blew me away. And I'm like, I still relive that moment in my mind of like seeing this on screen, that I'm like, I need this for my personal collection. Like, I love this. My feeling is just that I think I've always felt that he was underserved. Yes, agree.
As a villain, obviously. Had, a fleeting moment of villainy, and it was kind of quick. And in terms of, I get you, in terms of having the villains, I'm kind of looking forward to having gotten that Sideshow Joker. I want to see the Sideshow Two-Face comic version. And I'm almost looking forward to maybe having a collection of Batman villains that I like in a comic state as opposed to the Dark Knight, which, Bane was a character I never read, so I could care less. I thought it was all right. Catwoman I liked. I would have had Catwoman, but I just don't want to pay for it right now. And I heard there's lots of problems with the suit and stuff like that. I
don't want an Anne Hathaway Catwoman myself. I'll be excited to see whatever Zoe Kravitz is like as Catwoman in the new movie. But I would love a comic book style of Catwoman. Actually, you know what I really want? I want Hot Toys to keep going forward with the Arkham Asylum video game characters, because the Catwoman from that is a perfect one-to-one comic book version.
The Michelle Pfeiffer, there's a custom Michelle Pfeiffer out there that looks, some people have done it amazing with the real hair coming out of the torn. Oh, it looks so good. I'd like to see that. I don't have the Keaton Batman. I love that, but it's not something I feel like I need. But anyway, TJ, do you have any of these? Dark Knight?
No.
Yes? No. You're not a DC guy.
I stick to Batman and Superman. I have the BVS Superman. That's why.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
I thought the Justice League Superman, apart from the other head sculpt, was just same thing.
Yeah,
I like the vibrant suit. The suit's a lot brighter. Other than that, yeah.
For Superman, yeah.
However, it's hard for me to justify my last sentence because I bought the Justice League Batman too.
Yes.
And
I'm fascinated by your love of those. Fascinated.
By which?
Your love of those Batmans, like the whole DC Universe Batmans.
The Batfleck Batman is the best Batman figure that Hot Toys has ever done.
Is it?
Yes, it is.
I just have no love of that character whatsoever.
Really?
Yeah.
I think that Batman, especially BVS, because that's technically the Batman that I have is the Suicide Squad one, but it's the same Batman. That is, I think, one of the best on-screen iterations of Batman outside of his murderous intent. If you subtract the Zack Snyder from that Batman, I think that it is a great Batman.
Okay. Wow. I highly disagree with that, but okay.
I like him. I think he's great.
I would take the Adam West Batman over that Batman. But
the Adam West Batman is not my Batman. I never watched the Adam West show. My mom did, and she loved it. And she's like, "My Batman's kitschy, funny, whatever."
Fuck you.
My Batman is not.
Your mom, okay?
Yeah, same age group. It's fine.
Oh, I was a kid, man. It'd been on for like 10 years at that point. It's in reruns. Anyway, but
I'm sure
it was the only thing that was on TV that was superhero, man, live action, besides Shazam, which was good too. And ISIS. But yeah, no, I don't know. The Batman versus Superman left me completely flat. I don't know.
Oh yeah, no, the movie is not a good movie. I'm not trying to defend the movie.
I think I have a problem with Ben Affleck too. I don't know. Since Chasing Amy, I haven't really liked almost anything he's done. Oh no, I'm sorry, I'm a liar. I liked What was the one about the Iranian hostage situation there that he was in?
Oh, the one where they're like pretending to do a movie.
He's the negotiator. He's the guy that's leading the team into there or whatever. That was great. That was really good.
Argo?
He's a good actor. Yes, Argo. Yes, thank you. He's a good actor. I don't like him as Batman. That's me.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yay. Can't wait for this. I'm looking so forward to this, man. This is gonna be great. You guys both have this.
I have the plastic version, yes.
Okay. What was that? When was that?
iCast? TJ?
Yeah.
I didn't know you had them already.
Thanks for following my pictures.
I do follow your pictures, but I don't know what.
Yeah, I know you have them.
Or the metal one. I don't know.
You can tell.
Okay, fine. I'll start posting pictures of my plastic one, and we'll see. If we can tell.
You can tell.
I fuck with my pictures a lot, so
There's some Photoshop there going on, so he can make it look good.
you can make it look shiny.
That was what he's doing.
I got the Mark 7 Battle Damage, the special edition from 5 years ago.
Oh, okay. That was
it's got slimmer proportions.
got it.
Yeah, really looking forward to this. Cannot wait. It's got slimmer proportions than this does?
The original, the plastic.
Oh, okay.
This one is just like much bulkier and less.
I love the look of this one. I think Trevor, you got one of the best Iron Man figures.
This I think is the quintessential. This was on a lot of people's no, this when was this released?
End of last year, but it didn't come
End of last year. Yeah. Because it was on a lot. I've seen some other people where it was on their top list, and we had the 50.
I would get that because it came out the end of last year, but it didn't hit here in the States unless you ordered directly from Hong Kong, which is like tough for us. So that's the one thing with our end of the year lists. Like it's tough to do you judge
by the Hong Kong release street day? Yeah,
yeah, and then in which case none of us have had on hand impressions of it.
Correct, right. No, but this looks crazy. Yeah. I can't wait to have it.
Man, I think Ben, Ultra Ben, killed it. The shot all the way on the left, him punching down, man, that is just such a badass freaking Iron Man pose. It's just so good.
Yep, looks amazing. Amazing. Oh yeah, I forgot about Nero. So this is like the what are they calling this? This is like a DX version of this, right? Or no, this is Nero. They had a DX version of Dante, yeah. Actually, that's pre-order, not release.
This is the Nero from Devil May Cry 5. Just released. These are photos put out by Asmus themselves of the final product. I think it was good. He looks a little soft in the face, but I mean that could just be lighting. Again, lighting changes everything.
The Dante was the same way, though. I think it's almost like a way to take a game character and translate it. I guess they're doing not quite as many pockmarks or skin texture and stuff like that in it.
I think the Dante, it makes more sense because that is an older game. That is a game from 10 years ago.
Okay.
Where this Nero just came out last year, and if you were to look at that game, he has a lot of he has a little bit of lines in the eyes and stuff.
Oh yeah,
kind of trying to sell he's a little older than the first time.
Oh okay.
But I don't know if those are there or not, just based on the way how they kind of lit it. It's very harsh lighting from the top down.
From the look of their posts, it looks like they're really concentrating on that hand.
Yeah. He comes with what, 5 different hands or something like that?
Yeah, isn't that is that I thought that hand was articulated though, no?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, he comes with multiple hands.
Right.
I don't know if they're all articulated, but some of them are.
The robot hand, though, is right. The whole
that one that we're seeing right now is yes.
Yeah, which is crazy. That's nice.
Yeah,
and then this is another one that how much was this thing? Do you remember?
I think it was
220s. They're only
220. That was the number I was going to pull off the top of my head, but I can't.
Incredible. I don't know what the hell kind of magic they're doing over there, man. But their prices are insane.
Yeah, because he comes with so much stuff.
Yeah, that too. Yep.
Speaking of good pricing, this guy is $205.
Wow.
And he, again, has a ridiculous amount of articulation. I have him coming soon. Just waiting for Big Bad Toy Store to convert the order.
What shots are these?
These are AJ and AJ's Toy Club.
Nice.
He killed it with his
that first one looks incredible with that. Yeah.
He does a couple of different photos. I always posted both with the wide angle lens. but I wanted to make sure I had like, here's one with a dynamic, here's a full body shot. It's just like, yeah, this guy, I'm so stoked to have this Optimus.
I like that. I like that last shot. It's like a 35, maybe it could be more. 35 millimeter. Nice.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, I mean, wow, that's I wouldn't do it, but for that price, I'd be really tempted. Just to have a representation of him, it's a really cool looking figure.
I don't think you can get a better representation of him, honestly. For like at least the movie version, definitely not
with the articulation. Yeah,
but like even the old cartoon version, because I have the 25th anniversary Hasbro something. It's same size. It's 12 inches tall, and he's very blocky, very animated looking. And I've always loved posing him out and working with him. But this just takes the cake to the point where I'm going to sell my old one.
Yeah, it looks pretty goddamn good.
Yeah.
Oh, skipped ahead. Sorry. Whoa, really skipped ahead. Jesus.
Where are you going?
Sorry. Yeah, Tyrion. We were just talking before we started the show. TJ's this. You've got this on its way.
No, it's downstairs in a box.
Oh, it's in hand in a box.
Yeah.
I need to know if he looks good, TJ.
Yeah, really.
Because these pictures look really good. I need to know if he like looks as good in hand.
Get him and get some pictures out, man. Be the first one. I haven't seen anybody else taking any pictures of it. I mean, the love of Game of Thrones has died a little bit, but Tom and I haven't gotten you haven't gotten your notice either, right, for shipping?
No, well, probably won't happen for a couple of weeks even.
Yeah, looks really, really good. I mean, I really thought the first one was great, and I still have that one, and it is good for that, season. Looks probably the best one out of, probably all of them actually, from that season, or from the first round anyway. But I'm really liking the final season looks of these things. Aside from Brienne. Brienne was awful.
She looked good in the proto pictures, though. I mean, I was super tempted about it too until.
Yeah, but that's what 3.0 does. It's the same thing. Like with the Hound, they look great in the promo. The Hound looked good because you could get away with. He's got the scars. He's got the hair over half of his face. But if you really look at it, no way he looked like those promo shots. They're really one of those companies that just it irritates me. They really go overboard with. And I got to say, as much as I like Asmus, they kind of do the same thing sometimes with the detail in the sculpts.
Big Bad, exactly. Not Big Bad. Big
Chief.
Big Chief. Same thing. If you think about it,
yeah,
it's 3.0. 3.0 also did that Optimus, and that Optimus, that was the release version of that Optimus, and he looks awesome. Granted, he's
not human. Yeah, not a human. They do great stuff. I mean, I love the 3A stuff. I love the Ashley Wood stuff.
Yeah.
I guess they're not doing that anymore. I don't know what 3A is anymore.
I think 3A is dead.
Yeah, it's 3.0, right?
Yeah.
Well, but Optimus is. Oh, it is 3.0.
Optimus was 3A, and
they switched it all over.
Now I think they changed it to 3.0, and then
Gotcha.
I had to like retype.
Yeah, this looks great. This looks really nice. Now, I mean, they come out with a Daenerys from the last season with the black outfit. It's like fool me once, man. That first one is the worst figure they put out.
If they do a Arya from the last series, I will wait till she releases and see what she looks like. But that's the one I want the most.
I know. I almost want everybody. Everybody's in black too, so
yeah.
I almost want everybody from. I kind of want the new Jon. I didn't go for the new Jon Snow.
Did you cancel yours? Because I still have mine pre-ordered. The Jon Snow.
Did I?
TJ, you got?
Yeah. Did you cancel it? Or did
No.
you keep it?
Nope.
Same. Okay, so you could wait till TJ and I get ours and find out.
Yeah.
What it's like when we get ours.
When is that releasing, guys? That feels like it forever.
I put in 2 payments, I think, at this point.
That's the other thing with 3.0 is their lead time is kind of crazy.
Yeah, well, Tyrion I thought was going to come out in August. I think that's when he was slated to release.
Yeah, then I kept getting those delays.
Yeah. That was great.
Yeah, their production time is what's killed. I mean, they put out Glenn from The Walking Dead after Glenn was dead for 2 seasons, and
spoilers.
Yeah, all right, too bad. Who cares at that point? You know what I mean? Like, and anybody from The Walking Dead at this point. I mean, really, who cares? And I love that show, but it's kind of dead.
Anyway, I'm still excited to get that guy, Tyrion. So hopefully,
yeah. I'm excited for Tyrion. I mean, I love the books, and this is it's a representation of the books for me on the shelf too. Although I'd love to see somebody do like some sort of alternate version of them too, but that'll probably not happen. Yes, the old Susu toys, baby.
Lady Ninja Sai. So I was honestly just gonna put Elektra, just like as
yeah.
No, I should put the bizarre character.
I love putting their names on here. It's the best.
They're so terrible. The names are so bad, but I will say they did a great job with the face on this lady.
Pretty good.
I think the outfit
looks a little
terrible,
hard, but I don't know.
What's hard?
The jaw looks a little.
She has a hard jaw. Did you watch?
Manly.
Did you watch the series?
I did, but I don't think she looked that well. Okay, maybe no. Now that I'm thinking about it, maybe you're right. Yeah,
I think she has. Honestly, it looks very much like the actress to me, at least.
It does.
I thought they did a really good job with the head sculpt, and I think it came out really nicely done, especially over what they've also done with other characters.
And now, you're not talking about that Jessica Jones because that.
No, God, that's. I'm not talking about mole people. I'm talking about Lady Ninja Sai. Clearly,
that's still in the box. I haven't put that on the shelf yet. I just can't. I don't know.
Oh God, I wouldn't have put it on the shelf either. I don't want any nightmares.
It's not horror. Oh, never mind. Forget it.
It's horrible.
Oh, well. Let's let this sidetrack. We'll come back to this unless you got something pertinent to say about it. But like the rumors that this whole thing is going to come back into maybe Disney Plus, into the MCU, possibly Punisher in something like Moon Knight, or. People are hoping against hope. I think that he's going to make an appearance in Spider-Man 3, but I don't think so. The next
one, they were going to make appearances in the movies, but I do think that Moon Knight would be a great spot to introduce a whole bunch of them.
So perfect, and a standalone Punisher movie would be amazing too.
Oh God, man, Punisher.
Given the Joker R rating, I mean, it'd be great.
Yeah, an R rating. You don't have to do the whole story because we've gotten it in like 2 different Netflix series that have like done amazingly well, like really well done. Skip it, go straight into like him versus Barracuda or something like that. That would be, oh my God, so good.
Yeah. Aside from recasting Iron Fist, apparently, but
yeah, please recast Iron Fist. It's a good Iron Fist and put a suit on everybody.
Yeah, I want a mask. I want the Iron Fist. I don't want pretty boy Blondie.
He should be a pretty boy Blondie, but he shouldn't be the pretty boy Blondie that we got.
It's not the pretty boy Blondie that we deserve.
Nailed it.
TJ, do you got the Punisher? You have the Punisher and Daredevil, right?
Punisher, Daredevil,
you got the Susu Iron Fist,
Jones, right? Which I'm mailing to you very soon.
You don't have to do that, but yes. Is that it? Is that the only things you got? You got the Power Man?
I've got the 1/6 kit.
You got Luke Cage, Tom, right?
Cage, yeah.
You both got it. Okay.
I have
versions.
The Toys Era Black. What do they call them? Black. It's not Black Lightning, but something like that.
Yeah. That looks really good. It's interesting. Like, if they're going to bring him back, like I've been like, do I want to get that Daredevil? It's kind of over now. I love John Barenthal and I love the Punisher, so I got that, and that was like a grail. But the Daredevil was always like, do I need it? It's another kind of semi-statue figure. But
better than you think he does.
Does he? Yeah. But now that if they're going to bring him back, and they're talking about if they bring anybody back, it's definitely going to be him and Barenthal. Like,
those are the 2 that I'd want more than anybody else. Honestly, change out everybody else, or just forget about Jessica Jones. And I wouldn't want them to forget about Luke Cage, because I do like what they did with Luke Cage.
I like them both, man. I love Jessica Jones. My favorite series.
I still haven't watched the final season, which is terrible. But it's like, it's kind of hard knowing that it just like ends.
Well, that was my problem with Punisher. It took me forever to finish Punisher. And much as I love the Punisher, I was just like, I think subconsciously I was saving it. I was like, I'm just gonna. I don't want it to end.
Punisher, I dove right in. I watched it in like 3 days. I can't stop. When I start those things, I can't stop.
Yeah. So yeah, this looks pretty good. Don't think I'd pick it up
I
necessarily.
like it, and if she had an actual like Elektra outfit, and it wasn't just hey, I'm wearing jeans with a tank top over my like weird,
Yeah, I know.
I would get it, but it's a bad outfit.
If they bring it back, I really hope they kind of embrace. I know they're trying to make it dark and a little more adult, but I really hope they embrace a little more comic book in these.
Same. That's kind of what I'm worried about with the entire Marvel universe going forward in that realm.
On TV, on Disney Plus.
On TV.
Yeah. We got a 2-for-1 here. Magneto. Yeah. You're excited about this? I don't know.
I mean, okay, so you got the most recent of any of the three of us with the Sideshow release, right? How's their Joker? The body is good.
The body so far is tight. The fucking hand joint. So Sideshow puts a joint in every hand, so you don't get the joint and then you take the hand off and then put the joint. At least with their most of their figures that I've gotten. So each hand has a wrist joint.
Oh,
so
Wolverine I have is
in there so tightly. I should have taken a heater to it, but I always do the little gentle twist, and it snapped off. So I lost one ball joint on one of the hands, but I can replace that, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But other than that, and getting the head on with you got to put this thing in a vise in your arm, and like it's ridiculous switching out the heads, which I probably won't do. But other than that, the body itself is pretty tight, I have to say, so far. So
okay, I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah,
because with all of us here, I think we all collect more than just 6-scale lines, and I was thinking about. The Mezco Magneto looks really good for a 1/12 scale, and I want a good new Magneto, and I would love a 6 scale because I have the 6 scale Wolverine, I have all the entire Avengers and all this stuff in the movies, and I would love this Magneto, but I don't know how this holds up.
Yeah,
this figure, because I don't know anybody who's ordered him.
Photography wise, for your shots, man, the helmet. And the glare, the lights off the helmet are going to be awesome. Just for close-ups, like where the Mezco wouldn't stand up to that. But
that's true. This one has great, just seeing these shots, because I hadn't even I looked at these shots obviously when the character first got announced, but seeing these again, I was like, ooh, he has good metallic look to everything. It's really nice.
Is that? And I'm a big X-Men but is that outfit? Did he not? Oh no, that was the purple out that he had the M on, right? The big.
Oh
M.
Yeah.
He never had it on this one. Yeah, okay. I always kind of like that, but I love that. It looks good. I don't know. I feel like I've like Magneto. I'm gonna have Magneto and Wolverine, and then they're not gonna do anything else with this line. But who knows?
Well, I mean, they have. It depends.
Do you think you'll ever see a Storm or anything like that from them?
That would be a good next. Honestly, Storm is one of the strongest characters they could do from X-Men, and that'd be a great next figure for them.
Yeah.
People love Storm.
Got to be rooted hair on that, though.
Well, that's the problem, right? Because Storm has the biggest hair known to mankind, and how do you do that rooted and not have it kind of styled off to the side or something?
And that's not Sideshow's thing. Sideshow is a statue company, and they will make it.
Even the Magneto, the head sculpt of Eric Ledger that comes with this, his hair is blowing in the wind, and it's all sculpted.
Kind of. Yeah. And this is who's another Toys R Us.
This is from Jordan. This is from Bearded Toy Man.
This is the last version of Cyclops from
the one from the movie that I don't think any of us have seen.
Yeah.
Oh, I saw it.
Oh, you did? How was it?
Yeah, you did.
It was okay.
Really?
Yeah.
You're the first person I heard that said that, so I will maybe.
I remember you saying that before, and I thought to myself all right, I'm gonna have to go watch it now, and I still have not brought myself to watch it.
It was better than the one with the Apocalypse.
Okay, Apocalypse was terrible. So if this is better than that, then that. I mean, it has to be better.
I was shocked. I kept looking for things that are wrong. I mean, it's not perfect, but I was like, oh, this was entertaining.
It's the Phoenix Saga. It can't be perfect because they're not doing it correctly. I mean, it's just not. It's not the Phoenix Saga.
But they got closer to any other X-Men movie to the actual characters' costumes. So I'll give them that. That's one of the things that made me really like these figures from Toy Era is that they actually are doing because TJ, you have the Nightcrawler, and I was thinking about
loan. It's not mine.
Oh, it's not. Oh, it was on loan.
It's on loan. That reminds me, I need to return it. Let's move on. Let's move on.
That's really funny.
They're probably not watching. So,
But that's actually part of me. Like, I would wish that someone
lots of
would
Lenny's.
these figures. So I just want to shoot them all and then just be like, okay, they can go away now.
Oh, this is Jordan's. Oh, nice.
Yeah, Jordan. Yeah,
That's the best Cyclops shot I've seen of this.
Yeah, definitely. It looks great. I was gonna say, if this is a promo, I didn't even read the bottom. I mean, that's a great shot. That's like one of the best shots they've ever done.
Yeah. No, between Jordan and Ahmad and AJ's Toy Box, I found a couple of photos that aren't technically the photos that are put out by the company kind of stuff, and I'm like, these look way better, so let's use them.
Yeah, exactly.
Wait, Ahmad did Cyclops?
No,
Yeah.
Ahmad did,
No. Jordan did
Two-Face.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, here we go.
This is-
I
two
just
slots
paid
for-
for this guy, and yeah.
So so the reason why I did 2 slides for this is because I feel like this double slide up here right now are the shots that they want you to see, and then the next slide are the shots that.
And this is Toys era too. This is the same people who've done a decent job with like the Nightcrawler and the Quicksilver and some of the other X-Men stuff. They've been okay. I've seen shots of them like this. It looks decent. And I'm hoping it's the lighting, but my God, that is just
It's not the lighting.
Not correct.
I feel like it is the lighting because I mean, look at the one.
I mean, that is a bright flat light.
That's
but
people who are just taking photos on their cell phone.
Yeah.
Like, look at this
with a flash.
Yes.
Yeah.
People with their cell phone photos should wait until real photos come out before ever posting these things.
I know.
Because no one will ever buy a toy if the first thing they see is anyone with a cell phone taking flash photography.
It's actually, if you look at, actually, you know what? I feel a little better. Like, let's look at this one on the left, right? And look at the eye makeup and the eyebrow. And then you look at this. It is the exact same shape of paint. It's not like a change.
Yeah.
Now, I know that they have like casts that basically they put over the face and they spray whatever.
Yep.
So that they're all the same. So I'm sure they're using the same dye or whatever to do that. But I mean, it looks this is nice. This is nice lighting. You can see it in the eyes.
Exactly it, right? It's like that's a photographer who
That's a
knows
soft box. There's a side light. There's a rim light behind it. There's a backing light behind it. It's beautiful.
Yep.
I think you can make it look that good. I'm hoping that you can make it look that good. I'm really disappointed, like doubly, because somehow I missed that on the custom outfit, and really bummed about that. But
Yeah, the outfit looks a little baggy on this one, right?
I don't think it looks, honestly, I don't think it looks big. It looks ill-fitting, but it doesn't look baggy enough. Like his suit in the movie was a little like kind of loose and oversized.
Okay.
And this looks a little more fitting, and yet it's got, like, if you look at that collar, it's got that, I'm not gonna say Big Chief, but it's got that sort of toy sideshow feel to it, those thick folds and things like that. What's that?
Why wouldn't you say Big Chief?
I don't want to pick on him, you know.
Call a spade, man.
It's an old style. I mean, it's that fold where you don't get that nice crisp, crease in the folds and things like that. It looks a little thick. But
TJ, did you order this guy? No. Why not?
I just didn't think I'd ever really shoot it more than one portrait shot.
I think I'll do a lot with it. I did order a Craig Customs sculpt as well, a bald sculpt that I'll probably have somebody hair and paint. This I felt like this was kind of like an interim.
Yeah. This is like a starter. This is like what you start with.
The starter Joker.
Well, I mean, look at the Arthur Fleck head sculpt that comes with this. It's like the hair is just one flat color. It looks like chocolate frosting.
Yeah.
Forgot to add different layers onto.
Yeah, I'm glad I picked up the other Fleck, the other kit, because that's actually very, very good.
I've seen a lot of since this one dropped and a lot of people have had their problems with it.
Mm-hmm.
I see a lot of customs that have looked really good. But again, it all comes down to paint. Paint will make or break any of these figures.
I think the sculpt on this looks pretty good. I mean, not having had it in hand.
I agree.
That you could take this, you could hand it over to a painter hair, and Eha or what's the other guy? Anyway, but or a Shane Poole or somebody like that, and they could do this. Dario could do a great job with this. Harriet, it would look amazing. Which is it's going to be the new Heath Ledger version. It's going to be you're going to see multitudes of customs and different runs of the clothing from different people. There's already an ad. Do you know ADD Blue, TJ?
No.
He's kind of a Kato level person, and they already have an outfit up there for like $1,000.
Oh, okay.
That's insane.
I missed the Yunsel one, and I'm like, I can't bring myself to do it though. I just can't. But I want a really good. I want a really good version of this figure. I love this movie, and I want a really great version. I really hope that Hot Toys does one, honestly. But
I don't know at this point. I would have figured we've gotten it announced by now. But I like honestly, when this movie first came out, I'm like, oh, there is no doubt in my mind whether or not Hot Toys will be doing this. But I feel like Warner Brothers is just saying no to everybody.
I don't get it, man. I just don't get it. I don't know if it's. I haven't read anything about it being like the director or the like Mad Max. He just won't allow any merchandise to be made officially for that figures or anything. Although they do have a Funko Pop that they made of.
But there's a Funko Pop of everything.
Yeah, but they must have a license for it. That or they just throw over tons of money. I don't know. Anyway, but like maybe they just I don't know. At this point, it's like it's over. It's out of the theater. It's not like it's a danger, and they don't want to like put out a toy. They're like, oh, nobody was hurt. It's won awards. He just won a Golden Globe.
Yep.
Put the damn figure out, man. Just do it.
Yep.
Give me stuff.
I agree. Make it real. Make it happen.
Yeah.
I would consider if Hot Toys was doing this guy, I would consider getting it. But I'm not spending any more than the amount of a Hot Toys figure for this guy.
I would like to not have to do that. I think their clothing would be perfectly fine. I don't need much as I don't know. I get crazy, but I don't need the Yunsel level clothing. I don't need Ad Blue level clothing or Kato. But who knows? Was that it? That is it. Boy, we made it through it. Wow, that was a lot. Actually, wasn't that long a show though. So let us know what your first pickup of 20. What's everybody's first pickup of 2020?
Like first things that are actually like
first thing you got this year, like literally mailed to you. Mine was Stanley. Nothing.
I don't think I got anything yet.
I think mine was Thanos and
Thanos,
Tyrion
yeah.
at the same time.
Thanos and Tyrion, yeah.
Literally, like the biggest figure versus the smallest figure.
Mm-hmm.
All of my figures. So I went through my pre-orders yesterday, 2 days ago. I was like, oh, what do I have coming in? And all of my figures are like pretty much of like the 20 pre-orders I pre-ordered last year. 10 of them are slated to release in the first like 2-3 months. So it's either going to be Optimus, Thanos, Tyrion. Whenever Ant-Man and Wasp drop, those are due out.
You got those? Wow, nice.
I got both of those.
Cool.
And because like everything's already all paid off except for the last payment, so I'm just like waiting for the last payment to process.
Right.
And more. So I have like so many figures that are just like whenever they come out. Just waiting.
All right, so tell us what your first pickup of 2020 is. Tell us in the comments. Make sure you hit the subscribe, and the alarm button will tell us when we're live. When there's a new show, it'll let you know. In case you don't know that.
Trevor, what was your first figure of 2020?
Mine?
Yeah.
The Stan Lee, Guardians of the Galaxy Stan Lee.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just came in last week.
You ordered that after it came out?
I did, yeah. It was another one of those things like Scarlet Spider that I had in my cart and then forgot about it and then put back in my cart and forgot about it. Didn't think I needed it, and then it came back up after I thought it was gone for good, and I'm like, fuck it, I gotta get it now. So, and now that I have it, it's like all those things that you think you have to have. I look at it, I go, I didn't need this.
I didn't need mine either, but I'm glad I got them.
It's cool.
Yeah,
I could see it. I could see it going down the line somewhere, going to somebody else, but we'll see. But yeah, you can see how erratic we are right now with shows. I hopefully we can get back onto a every 2 week schedule, but we'll see. But if you hit the alarm button, it'll alert you when we have a live show. So thanks for tuning in. Maybe we'll be live next time. We'll see. But take care.
It doesn't matter.
And it doesn't matter. It really none of this matters anyway.
Nothing ever really matters.
Not really.
TJ, you didn't cover what you wanted to say earlier